Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be house hunting. Now I have not looked at houses for a little bit. If you guys have been a subscriber for a little bit, you guys know we used to love house hunting. We would do it like all the time. We'd always go look at houses, and I found this one here at the very end of the map. I'll show you guys where it is. The bottom left corner here is where we live. It's one of my favorite houses. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comment section down below which house in APM is your favorite. This is where I've been staying. We did move a couple times, but this is the house that I have been sticking at the longest. And today we're going to be doing some house hunting. Now, I am not going to be bringing one of my fancy cars over there because one little tip for you guys, if you guys are going to go look at houses, do not drive one of your expensive cars because they'll try and make you pay more money. But if you drive, you know, a little bit of a beater, they might not want to make you pay as much. Now, I'm going to be bringing my Ram TRX, which I guess hypothetically you could say is worth more than those cars, but you know, you look a little bit more of a man driving a truck than a car. So let's go head to our first house, which is actually right down the road. So our first house is this one. And guys, whatever house you guys really want me to move to, I might move. And depending on what I like, I love the house that I'm in now. But, you know, I'm always looking for a change. So this is the first house we are going to be looking at. I always thought this house was quite nice. I like the location and I like the view, guys. The view back here, this right here is an amazing view, which is kind of one of the property's best feature is you literally have access to the river there. So that's pretty cool. Located on the map is going to be right here, right behind the dirt track. Close to where we live. So if you guys want to move to this house, that's where it is on the map. And this is what the house is looking like in here. Okay, laundry room and the room that everybody cares about, the garage. Not bad at all. I like this. I like it. And the rest of this is kind of boring. It's a little bit weird how it's set up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is the kitchen, guys? No way. It has a second floor kitchen. Okay, this is kind of cool. The view from the kitchen is insane. That is beautiful. If only this house had a rooftop balcony, but I do really like this kitchen. And it has another bedroom up here, so okay, that's a 2-bedroom, 1 up, 1 down house. I really do like it. The only thing is when you're carrying groceries, you do not want to carry your groceries up that many stairs and that far away. It's a little bit big for just me, but I do like it. So keep that in mind. It also does have a shed. Then to the next house, guys. This is the first good contender. So this is number 1. Since we're on some back roads, let's try and drifter. Okay, that did not work. We're going to act like I did not try that. All right, well, we're rolling up to the next house, which my buddy has lived here for many, many years. He said if I want to buy it, he would sell it. So now this is like the dream garage setups. If you want a big garage and a little bit of a farm area, this is the shop for you. I love this place. I would totally want this. To have something like this at my house, that would be what I would ideally want. And a little bit of a barn out here too. That's nice. A wraparound driveway. And it actually looks like it is the same house as the one we just looked at. So I'm going to walk in and just make sure. He said we are welcome in. Yeah, it's the same house as the one we just looked at. So nothing too crazy to look at on the inside here. That is pretty cool. But it'd be more of the outside here that you truly, truly love. And that's like the garage, the barn, the silos, and basically being able to start your farm with. There's a big field in the backyard here. Definitely start your farm. Also, guys, to the people that don't know, over here there is an abandoned trailer, and this is where you'd find it. Where the abandoned trailer is. So you can just walk up to it and you can collect it, and then you will have the trailer in your inventory. So definitely a little bit more than I would like to spend on a house. This is like a multi-million-dollar home. I don't really have that type of cash, so I probably won't be buying this one, at least not yet. Next up is this farmhouse, which we did own at one point, but unfortunately we had to sell simply because of just how much property we have here. But this is probably my dream home if I had to pick one, because there's a big garage here and there's another little barn right there. And guys, I just love these big barns. So this right here is probably my dream home because the house itself is not too big, but the property is beautiful. I'll show you guys a little bit of the property in a little bit. But yeah, the house is a little bit smaller. I do miss this house. This was such a nice house to live at. You own not one, which is this massive crop system over there. So you also own this field. So 2 big fields to do planting, crops, or whatever. And my favorite part, and man, do I miss them, is down here. You have the big old barn down here, another silo, and the cows. These were my prides and joy. Sup, guys? I miss you guys. I'll be back soon. I will own this house one day again. Don't you worry, guys. I'll be back for you. But this, like I said, is probably the best house in APM. Let me know what you guys think. This one is literally the exact same house as what I just showed you guys. Not too much land, not too much going on other than this nice little barn that they did add here, which is cool. But the best part about this house is the view here. I'll show you guys where this is on the map, and it's going to be right here. And yeah, this is a pretty nice house as well. A little bit lacking in the garage space. All right, well, we're rolling up to the next 2 houses, which this house right here would look familiar because this was our very first house and one of our first videos here in APM, and that's when we got evicted for having too much stuff. Guys, I miss this house so much more than any other house because of the memories that we had here. I spent thousands and thousands of hours living here, and I miss it so much. We got the 1 bedroom back here, and don't bring back the days of me doing the doozers I used to do in this bathroom, man. This is some old memories flowing in. Starter homes, if you guys are looking for a starter home, houses are located here in town. I'm sure most of you guys know where these houses are. These are like the 2 most popular houses in APM. Next up is this house, which was my second home, and that's going to be right here. And the best part about this house is the mud pit that you can literally use at any time because it is actually your land attached to your house, and you have all this mud to do whatever you want, guys. So this was my favorite part of this house. And as of right now, my buddy Rick, you guys all know Rick. If not, go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He is just starting out, and he is coming up with some amazing content you guys will like. So make sure you go subscribe to Rick. His link will be down in the description. Get him to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Nothing a little bit of a ram can't take off some off-roading. You're out here in the desert. We got to have some fun. So this is going to be the next house that we are looking at, which is a house I've always wanted to own, just never got to. So this house is out here in the boonies. Inside here, it is nothing crazy, just like our first house that we lived in. 1 bath, 2 bedroom house. But you buy this for the big garage over there, and then obviously the land. You do have 1 field in the back, and then the nice river, and then a mud pit that attaches close to the house we just looked at, which is super cool if you guys are looking for something a little bit out of town, which is going to be actually all the way in the top right corner of the map. So nobody really comes up here. This is kind of a very far distance. Quiet, which I really do like. And this might be a contender on if I do move, this might be where I move to. And then we have the shop, which has a super big main shop here for cars, everything like that. You can work on them. And then a super cool feature it has is this office space, which personally I would just rent out the house and just like live here. But yeah, this is a pretty cool little addition here. You can make this into a little office or whatever you would kind of want it to be. Next up is this house on the mountain here, and as you can see, the next house is over there. So this one looks just like the other ones we looked at with the kitchen upstairs. So pretty cool aspect, but you buy this for the view of the beach. Man, that is beautiful mountain bridge view. Most of these houses have amazing views. It's so hard to pick a favorite, because the views are just so good. If you guys would like to check it out, it's up here. This one is a little bit of a tricky one. So I have passed this driveway so many times on my way to the water down here. Right down here is a nice little park you can go to and hang out by the beach. And it's actually a kind of underrated spot. Not too many people come down here. I don't know why. It's beautiful, and I came here a couple times back in the day, and I never really stopped by to look at that house. This is a pretty cool feature. So long and steep. This is like climbing a mountain to get to your house. Okay, well, this is the house, I guess. I never realized how blue this house was. I've never been up here, really. And man, it has a beautiful view of the mountains. That's a crazy view. Too small. This is like the starter home in town, which is fine. I like this house. Nothing wrong with that. But I think I've just kind of outgrown this. I guess I could get this house and then rent a shop, I guess. But I don't know. I just feel like this is a little bit too out of town for me. And if you guys want to check out this house, it's over here, right across from the house we just visited at. The last house we are going to be looking at is this one, which was always my dream house, but unfortunately the owner will never sell it. Maybe one day we'll be able to buy it, but he is so picky on this property here. No matter how much money you offer the guy, he will not sell. I'll show you guys why he doesn't want to sell. And that's because it has this big shop here and his own private lake / beach. Dock access, everything. This is beautiful. This could literally be all mine if this guy decided to sell. Now, obviously, he wants so much money for it. One of the most busiest crops here in APM because the sunlight beams down on this thing and cooks these crops to perfection. And it also does have a nice little cow farm, and not too much, just enough to say you own some cows, which is super nice, and also has a nice little barn. So I'm gonna go offer this guy a little bit more money and see if he can buy it. I know I said I wouldn't buy the other house because I have no money, but guys, this is an opportunity that if you can buy this house, you cannot say no to. This is like every man's dream. You can literally cut through your backyard and drive to the racetrack over there, which is so cool. And the drag strip is literally right down the road, minutes from me. So this would be the house that I would love to live at one day. And especially this garage. It's so nice. I could build so many cars here. So I'm going to go give this guy an offer, and hopefully we'll get answer back here soon. All right, well, I just gave him my offer. Hopefully he accepts it. You guys don't want to know how much money. It even comes with a shed. This is the house that I need. So I gave him the offer. He did not seem like he was going to take it, but you never know. You always got to try. So we'll see what happens. And I did tell him that I'm going to be cutting through his backyard here. And he said, go for it. And that's because literally you don't even have to leave your house to drive to the track here, which is a super cool little thing you can do. So that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I know what house you guys would live at if you guys had to pick a house. There's multiple houses here on the server. Which one is your guys' house? And maybe, just maybe, I might actually move into the same house as you guys.